Today, we will talk about how to start a worm farm for profit. Let's have a look at the details. Few opportunities arise in life that offers the possibility of teaching, learning, giving back, and being environmentally friendly, all the while earning an income in the process, like worm farming. At one point in the past, worm farming was more of a hobby than a career. The niche was extremely tiny. People raised worms to sell to bait shops for fishing. With a renewed environmental focus that has spread globally, worm farming is gaining popularity as well as a foothold in the world of legitimate business endeavors. With the bare minimum of startup costs, you can start a worm farm for profit quickly, easily, and definitely on the cheap. Provide the optimum location and environment. If you don't mind cohabiting with the crawling critters, your basement is one of the most optimal environments for a thriving worm suburb. A warm, dark, and dry environment are best. However, worms are fairly hardy and can withstand temperatures in the range of 40 to 80 F, 4 to 27 C. Although the bedding should be moist, it should not be too damp, so be sure to keep them out of the rain. You will also want to keep them out of the hot, direct sunlight. If you insulate the container well enough, they can survive in colder temperatures, but you must not neglect their care. Build a container for your new pets. This does not have to be anything fancy, and there really is nothing to it. If you are all thumbs, you can purchase worm homes in a wide variety of materials, from plastic to fiberboard to a more dense wood. Create a nice mixture of bedding material to fill up your worm bin. Shredded newspapers are excellent. Shredded cardboard, leaves, and other yard waste is also very good. Just a couple of scoops of soil are good. Worms need some dirt for roughage to process their food, just like a chicken does utilize a gizzard. Use a variety of bedding materials. Your worms will be happier and they will give you a lot of poop to show for it. Make sure that the bedding, whatever you use, is organic like paper and non-toxic. Choose which type of worm you want to use for your new venture. This basically means deciding upon which kind of customer you are going to serve. For fishing, big fat old night crawlers, such as the mammoth Canadians, are great. They do not create as many castings as red worms do. Red worms are excellent for making the compost that green gardeners consider the gold standard of fertilization. You can most certainly search online and find a supplier of hybrids and have the best of both worlds. Load up your worm bins with the correct ratio of worms to bedding to food. A good rule of thumb is a 2-to-1 ratio of pounds of worms to daily pounds of food. This is approximately 2,000 night crawlers, so your bins should be large enough to accommodate this many residents. Feed your worms daily. A family of 4 ought to be able to produce enough food waste per day for the worms to consume. Coffee grounds are excellent. They weigh a lot and are pretty cheap as a food source. Ground-up eggshells are great too. These are items that would normally fill up a dump, so you are really helping the environment and getting some good fertilizer in return. Fruit and vegetable peels and scraps are other good choices. You can add more shredded, dampened newspapers in a pinch as well. Place the worm food in a single spot in the tub. If you place it there, they will come and eat it. No need to spread it all around. When the tub is nearly full of poop and good old compost, you can move the worms to a new tub and start over. Now you have a product to sell. As your worms reproduce, you will need to expand their living quarters also. Now you are on your way to a profitable business. Thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel if you like our videos.